Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Hope everyone's having a great day. And today we're going to be talking about when to quit a job you hate. Because why would you quit something you love, right? I mean, there are those occasions, but this is more about when to quit the job you hate. This is your first time. I like to do this always. Cup of coffee. I'm a big caffeine addict. I should cut back, but whatever. And I like you to imagine as if I'm just talking directly to you, or having you sitting down at a coffee shop or at the table or something, and I'm just giving you some advice. And I've been in the recruiting and hiring and a few other industries for the last past decade, and have my MBA. I've started my own businesses before, so definitely know a few things about this. And I've kind of definitely rung up the corporate ladder pretty impressively. Well, I've definitely worked as an executive too. So today we're going to be talking about when to quit a job you hate. Okay? Well, number one, if you are not liking it, that's not a good indicator. You got to make sure you're doing what you love. First and foremost, life is way too short for you to be doing something that you hate to do. I know that's easier said than done. I get that. So it really depends on kind of the current constructs that you kind of created around your job right now. So number one, are you liking it? That's the number one thing. If you're not liking it, first take a step back and you have to check your own thinking, right? Are you, number one, kind of getting in your own head? Are you focusing on the wrong things, right? So first time, take a step back. Maybe it might be yourself. Maybe it's not the job, right? If everybody is at your current work and they're loving the work, and you might be the only person that's not liking it, it might be you too. So you want to make sure you're just asking yourself these questions. I know I'm going to step on a few toes, but you got to ask that question. If they are liking the work, maybe ask them, what do they like most about it? What is it? If you know that multiple people are not happy, and yourself included, okay, it's not, you're not crazy. There's something else going within the company. Second thing is, so if that's happening, you might want to consider a change. The other thing is, is this getting you closer to where you actually want to go? Okay. And that's really where you need to do your own goal setting, where you're like, what is my goal? What is the end result of all this? Why am I in this certain job or career? Is this getting to me to a certain point? A lot of people, like I think I read, it was over 90%. A lot of people don't have goals. They just kind of go with the flow. And you got to make sure that you're doing something that's getting you motivated, that has giving you purpose in life. So that's a huge indicator too. Like sometimes, hey, you'll stick it out because you're like, really, this is going to get to where you want to be, which happens a lot of companies when people start out. It is grueling. They have to do a lot of grunt work, but they know it's getting them closer. So ask these certain questions. Another thing, what are you learning? Are you learning anything that's actually going to be useful to you, that's going to be improving, that's going to give you value for wherever you go in life? So there are a few jobs where you hit that wall where, you know what, I'm not liking this and I'm not learning anything new. Okay, is there any way I can learn something new? Is there any way I can kind of leverage what I know with another department or something else? Are there any other certifications or educational pieces out there that I can kind of use, I can learn and then use on the job? Because that's really when you learn stuff. So that's very, very important too. You need to be asking questions of, what am I learning? Am I learning anything new? If I don't know it, how do I get it? Or do I have to leave to be able to learn it? So that's very, very important. You need to know your starting point. You need to know kind of where you want to be going. Okay? Now, if you decide to leave, when to quit your job, right? When you quit your job, you decided, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm done. No bueno. I'm ready for a change. A few things you need to start looking at. Number one, you really do, in the current economic climate, don't just quit on a whim. Don't just quit on a whim. A lot of people quit because of emotion gets tied to it. And I've been there, guys. I know exactly that feeling of you know what? I'm done. I don't need this. But don't let that emotion get too ahead of you. If you're within a good benefits package and you quit, you're not going to get unemployment. So you want to make sure that you're keeping the door open. So if things happen, you can still collect unemployment and unemployment's a good 3 months worth of income for yourself. Okay. And, it's saved a lot of my friends in a lot of ways. So, number one, don't lose your head. You want to quit the right way. You want to make sure you have about 6 months worth of whatever you need to, well, maybe we should talk about that. You need to know your monthly income. What is your expenditures? What is your income on ideally a day, but a week you can go month to month basis. So you need to really make a real good balance sheet of what is your income coming in after taxes, by the way. A lot of people forget taxes. And what is your expenditures? Rent, mortgage, girlfriend, in my case, food, transportation, all those things. And what is the profit thing? And you want to make sure that you have enough income coming in and you're saved for at least 6 months, okay? Because if you leave, now you're on a bit of a clock. You're going in your savings, and you want to have enough runway where you're able to look at the job market and get the right job for you instead of just getting a job. You're getting something that's actually going to get you closer to your goal, okay? So make sure you have enough money saved, 6 months at least. When you start job hunting, you are actually worth more when you're currently employed. So I would definitely think about looking at the job market while you're still employed right now. It's nothing wrong with looking around and seeing what you're worth. Know salary ranges, know what's the current salary range for the job in your area, as well as kind of jobs that are a little bit above you. So you have a range to work with. You know kind of what to expect in the job market. You need to know where you want to go. What is like really the career path that really makes you excitement, or at least something you want to explore. If you're not sure yet, you haven't made a decision, something that, this really interests me and I have these skills already, I want to leverage those, start looking at those type of works. Wrote down one note. Yeah. Start looking in the market for things that are actually going to get you to go. If you don't know, I do write a little bit of a list. It's bullet points. I usually do, I want this to be natural and come up with the fly. It's just a few like little reminders, pocket reminders, right? So those are a few things, okay? You want to make sure you're doing it as, don't leave your job in a whim. Do your research. Make sure that you are looking what's in your local area, things that can get you closer to your goal. And make sure when you're really asking yourself the questions like, okay, do I really hate this? Is it you? Is it the company? What are the identifiable factors? If they're very identifiable, there might be a possibility of switching those around. So if there's a certain thing like, I just don't like working for this boss, or it's like I don't get enough recognition. 90% of people quit their job because of being unrecognized, which is really a shame. So look at the things that you can maybe isolate, and maybe you can address those things. That can be something you can address with HR or a person. If it's a coworker, you may want to be placed on a different team, which can really shift it around. If you do decide to move to a different job, do your research beforehand. Make sure you're looking for a job while you're currently employed. If you're not employed, if you're like completely unemployed right now and you're looking for work, definitely check out one of our other videos where we address on how to find a job. And the best ways to find a job, the best strategy called parachute strategy. There's a few other ones too that you can find in kind of the videos that we have. So, having said that, I wish everyone a lot of luck on their job hunt. 5-1, everybody to find a worthwhile career. If you guys really want to learn a few tools that I have used, we do have a mastermind. So that's number one. Mastermind, I would say 3 big tools that I use that have really switched a lot of things around, both career, job-wise, and income. I would say number one, we have a free mastermind where we give ideas every single week. It's completely free. You can come or go whenever you want. We do it every Friday. You can message me below. I will include my email as well as my LinkedIn. Definitely check out. There's a great course on how to make millions. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to make millions, but you can definitely pick up a lot of good, sound financial advice that you need to message me for that too. And number 3, special software that I use, which really actually helps you focus every day. It's a great maneuver that gives me, I get 80% of my stuff done in the first 2 hours. It's a great productivity tool. And so those are like kind of some tools that I've been using. Definitely recommend them. That can really skyrocket. I started using the software about a year ago, and I've actually doubled my income, which kind of blew me away because even I was a little like, all right, my friend kind of pitched it to me. I'll try it out. Boom, right away. So check it out, definitely. You got to message me for it, though, because I only talk about it very, very rarely. Check out the other videos. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you've gotten value out of this. And if you want more information to check out, let me know. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. Cheers.